Hello. We're going to start with some LEDs. How is everybody? Waiting for the soldering iron to heat up. It's like watching paint dry, but you can't see it happening. What am I doing? There we go. Move you out of the way for a minute. And her head falls off. Yay. One down, one to go.
It's so smoky.
That one can let go. These helping hands are a godsend as well. Go. Alright. Now we make sure that they work. Here's my battery. There it is. Yep. Yep. Excellent. Can everybody hear me okay? So I'm just stripping back some wire. Okay. So, while these are here, let's get them tinned. Two down, two to go. Sorry if I'm not doing this right under the camera. Just trying to work as conveniently as possible. So tinning just puts a fresh layer of solder on the wire, so when I go to do the LED onto it, it grabs quicker and has a better connection. We're doing one at a time here. Spam, 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 spam. Okay. All right, we're connected there. What the fuck? I'm guessing they love it when I am in the middle of a stream. Alright. I think this is the end. Yeah, let's not burn the mat, thank you. I need a new one anyway. Where's the other end? Boop. Yep. That should glow nicely. It's supposed to be purple, but it looks blue. Okay. Now for the other one. Ah. Fudgesicle. Hello. Just trying to... The eyes for the robot with the girl riding on it. Couldn't really figure out what to work on today, so I just looked at my shelves and said, what haven't I worked on in a while that I need to get done? And I've got the feet for it printing out now, too. How's yous? He sent me that with the airbrush, or mixed it anyway. And it also came with... That'll be going on the car. I just figured that would be funny to leave there. Let's get this unplugged so I don't burn the house down. Or a cat. Test it, make sure I got it right. Yep. Hey now. So I can finally get these installed and then mask them off. Hartle55, thank you for the follow. Or Heartless, I should say. I don't know. I know the bands denote the size. Maybe it says here. Yeah, 9.1 to 14.4 DC. Five 1 to 9 volt. Yep, there's a couple different ones. They'll work off a 9 volt just fine. Okay. So yeah, sorry for mispronouncing that. It was Heartless, not Hartle. Get the lead cleaned off my mat. How you doing, Heartless? Welcome to the channel. So yeah, the second I'll get these pulled back in, glued in place. Then we'll see how they look on, you know, more in where they're going to be instead of free floating. Okay. And I'm going to need to put some kind of barrier there. Jesus Christ, that's 5 now. Since I've started. Can we declare war on the Indian call centers? It should fit. Nothing is, I drilled the hole for the LED. So as long as no one thing is wider than the LED, it should fit. If not, I can make it larger. Oh, good lord. The stream specifically states not for children. What are you doing here? Some kind of relief. I don't know if it's comic, though. Tweezers. You had to say something, didn't you, Ares?
Transmission terminated.
Thanks. Hey, Flight Sim. Thing is, I can't pull the wire out and refeed it, so I've got to figure this out here and now. We can bevel the hole, like I said, once the... Fucking spammers! Jesus Christ! That keeps up, I might stop streaming just because I can't get a word in edgewise. Well, lately they've been about Medicare, Medicaid. They never call, so... I mean, Medicare and Medicaid don't. The spammers do. Well, you're lucky. That, and I should really invest in some liquid electrical tape instead of using tape of any kind. Okay. That might work since I removed half the tape. Let's find out, shall we? Almost there. There we go. Yeah. You didn't know they made liquid electrical tape? Okay, that's going to be cool once that area is chromed. But before that gets pulled in all the way, I'm going to put some super glue on it. And then pull it back. I know what you meant, Flight Sim. To be honest, Australia's been kind of getting itself screwed for a while now. Hate to say. Once these are in place, I don't have to worry about much, so. Okay. And we'll give this hole a bevel as well, just to be safe. I've already run this down through the existing print, all the way through the legs. I've just got it disassembled for cleaning up and painting. So this should go pretty quickly and easily once I get past all this. I just got to fill in the drain holes and all the support nubs, get them cleaned up. Of course. You were expecting anything less from a government that's essentially a UK government? The accent might be different, the mentality's the same. Come on. There we go. You're in. Make sure I didn't screw anything up too badly. There we go. Same thing. Little super glue around. And a little Adam Sandler, go to your hole. Squirt, squirt. Oh, the thing is not how many are fine with it. You remember the whole thing with the keep calm, carry on, all that shit? That's the mindset everybody's been basically lulled into. That's what allows this kind of stuff to happen. That's gonna be so cool. And that's why everybody's so up in arms about what we did. Because we showed that, you know, if we don't like it, we will change it. It's actually more, it's supposed to be a purple, but it's coming off blue. But without saying more, I don't want to get too further into politics, because we don't want politics on the channel too much. If you guys want change, you gotta change it yourself. That's all I can really say. And no, it won't be easy. So yeah, here's one of the legs. So you got that leg there, that. Then she'll be sitting on the head. I'm gonna say this politely, but firmly. Drop it now. And if anything more is said, I'm gonna just stop the stream and try and enjoy my day off. Do I want to paint or do I want to sand? Forgot to fill that one. Oh, I reprinted it last year. It's been a slow-going one because it's so big. And it's had its issues, but I've managed to fix most of them. Like, this is supposed to be shaped like this, but it didn't, so I backfilled it with Aves. Then I'm going to take a file to it. So, the end result, it'll look neat, but it's going to take some refining. I don't like that that happened, but the rest of the print came out okay. I wasn't about to lose the print. I'm not against putting in a little effort to save that. Any other holes that need filled before I sand more? There we go. It's a fan project. Never really cared for Astartes 1. Don't get the hype over it. Again, talking about Games Workshop these days can land you right back in that same political hotbed.
Nobody else can do this job because they got too much feeling.
Sorry if I feel like I'm coming off a little stern these days, just I'm sick of politics. You can't do anything without someone bringing it up. So these are the shoulder straps for the backpack.
Because they got too much feeling.
Okay, so that'll fit like that. This one's for this side. That goes like that. So the biggest question I've had is, do I go with the original artwork where she's wearing mostly white? I forgot what color her scarf is, if she had one. Okay, so it's like a dark gray. Okay. Yeah, white with dark gray strapping, olive green backpack. I think I'm going to keep it like the original art. But we're going to do a pearl white over on the robot, kind of like what's on the Enterprise, but without the Aztec panelings. So this will be a dark gray. I want to work on her hair more. I forgot that my Tamiya pink was gloss. But that's good. I can give that a red acrylic wash and then mix up my own, go back with it. I'm trying to keep in with the original artwork. So her clothing will be more of an off-white, light gray. Sorry, just give me a second. My brother is building a P-47 from the 352nd Fighter Group in Europe. And it just so happens it was also the P-47 that my grandfather, on my mother's side, was crew chief of. Yeah, I still have the Camaro. I'd love to trade it in for a 73 Falcon XB Coupe, but that ain't happening anytime soon, is it? My real question is, I'm going to show you guys a picture. Do I add stuff like this to the back of the robot's head? Part of me wants to because it feels a little empty. Right now it just looks like this. I left the holes there because if I do add it, they'll be covered. So that's the back of the head now. P-47D. And I managed to find the decals for that very aircraft with his name on it. So, but that's kind of what the figure looks like, obviously. So like a dingy white, not pure white on the clothing. But then this stuff on the back of the head, I might add some of that detailing. Like all this stuff here and there. But yeah, the Camaro ain't going nowhere. Okay, where did... There it is. Nope. P-38 almost crashed. Actually, a couple did crash, and they found out because they were approaching the sound barrier. Problem is, the straight leading edge of the wing was causing the air buildup, which caused them to lose lift and destroyed the airframe. So you're talking about adding the detail, Ares? Actually, I might take that outside later and just hit it up with the DA to knock that lump down. But I'm guessing my brother's new wife talked him into getting a hobby. So he took model building back up. He's been bombarding me with questions. before I put the white on these, one, I need to get them all cleaned up, obviously. And then I want to get them primed to make sure I got all the holes filled okay. The oddness of the shape meant some random drain holes all over it. I know everybody wants to see the painting and the fun stuff, but sometimes you gotta see the boring shit too. But the P-47 in question was West by God, Virginia. But it was a shared aircraft with somebody else, so there's another name on the other side. And it was a war bond racer. You know, smart me would take this over to the airbrush booth and sand it in there to catch all the dust coming off. But I'm not very smart. What I like is the legs are handed, so I'm going to put that one there. And they only fit one way, so... The really smart me would wet sand this, but my water's not water anymore. Being sick last week really took it out of me. Jesus hell balls. When I run the wires through, though, they're going to come down here, right into here, and then down through there. I've already, like I said, I've already run them once, so they'll be completely invisible. This one's going to take a bit more cleanup than my average model that I print, but it's more obscure. I don't know if I'm going to be on very long today anyway. I'm actually feeling worse. I woke up and I've been just having sneezing fits all day. I think the only reason I'm not sneezing right now is the Dayquil I took. And there's a lot of other things I'm trying to get done around the house too. But I'm just trying to do something. Motherfuckers. I might have to call AT&T and ask them what the fuck is going on, because this is ridiculous. I'm not signing up for anything with my phone number. I don't fill anything out with it. I don't use it on any websites. So the only thing I can think of is AT&T got it. Give me a sec. I'm gonna send a text to the wife, actually. She knows how to deal with those people better than I do. Eight in the last hour, 17 since 9 o'clock this morning. Well, the Australian brand of choice right now seems to be SMS. But they're a lacquer base, so I don't know if you want to go that route. And the thing is, it's no use blocking the numbers, right? Because they're spoofing Utah numbers. They're spoofing different numbers. So if I block one, it just changes to another one. So it's pointless. And if I wanted to hear something funny, I'd go listen to my cat meow. And I need some fresh sandpaper. This is